Hey everyone, welcome back to Shop Life. In today's episode, we're going to be turning this car on.
Hopefully.
So this car hasn't ran in over 10 years, might be even longer than that, maybe 15. So one of my buddies actually bought this car. It's an 87 or 88 635 CSI. He got it at an auction in North Carolina, Charlotte to be exact, and it's here. So he had it towed out here. The whole problem is it doesn't run. So I took everything apart, checked all the normal things, like the fuel pump and all that. And then finally I was like, let me check the fuel sender as well. I open up the gas tank and it's just rusted all in there. So there's a bunch of crud that just comes out that you can see. I'm trying to scoop out as much stuff as I can. You can see this is all rust. And this is the replacement fuel pump that we're putting, or fuel sender. So this is from, he's got like 3 of these. So he had one that we had bought for parts. We actually have a vlog on it when we were tearing it apart. It's the one that we turned on with the screwdriver.
Yeah,
so,
I'll link that one down below.
Yeah, so this came out of there. We had taken the whole gas tank out before we scrapped the car. So we're just gonna use this one. The one that was in here is completely like rusted shut.
Where is it?
It's in the shop.
Oh, okay.
But, so right now I'm just gonna finish scooping out as much of this crud and rust as I can. He's actually gonna be sending this car most likely overseas to get completely restored. So I'm just trying to get it run long enough that way he can, you know, drive it around instead of having to push it around. I don't think he's gonna be driving it on the streets here. Once it gets exported over there, they're gonna do the full restoration, you know, engine, everything. They're gonna go through it all. And I think he's just gonna resell this car in the end. But yeah, so for right now, I'm just trying to get it to run. Once I do this, I've already got the fuel filter and the main fuel pump underneath the car. All that's already removed. So just gotta get this in here and make sure there's not that much debris in there. Hook up a new filter. We'll just reuse the pump for now because it's probably gonna get messed up anyways, and just see if we can get it to run.
All right, well, let me show you the car. It's been outside, so it's a little dirty. So it has a 32s just like our wagon. Let's show you the front. So this is how it looks. It's really nice. The inside is very clean as well. Super clean. Even the back. The back is super clean. These seats look super comfortable. Smells like an old car. Man, there's no better smell than that. Wow, that is rusty, huh?
Yep, that's the old one. The pump, everything rusted out pretty much. This whole filter screen is all clogged. Wow. But yep.
That's how the whole inside looks like that then?
Exactly. All the sides and everything. But you can restore these tanks, but we do have a replacement tank. He doesn't want to put it in here. He wants to put it in his personal one because his personal gas tank on his personal 635 has a huge dent in it. So we're going to reuse that tank for that. But this tank, you can restore it. What they'll do is they'll use some kind of chemical, get it all in there, get out as much of the rust, and then they'll actually coat it with another type of chemical inside as well. And there's places that do it over here too. He just doesn't want me to waste too much time on this specific car, just because he's gonna get it exported and they're gonna restore it completely over there. So it's kind of, you know, pointless to spend money twice on it, pretty much. But yeah, so we're just gonna try to, you know, get it at least started. That way we're not pushing it around everywhere.
I thought you were putting the old one in.
No, the old one doesn't work at all. I just need it to at least turn on. I mean, this should still send everything out. If that screen gets clogged, we'll just pull it back out and clean it up. Now all these hoses and everything are going to get replaced when they restore it, because they're going to drop the tank anyways.
He's moving that car, and we're about to try to start it.
You saw the gas coming through. It's clean. Let's see.
Why are you smiling?
I'm excited.
Okay.
It might not start for like the first couple of tries, but. Look at it, anything leaking out? It runs! Alright, let me fix all the vacuum leaks and then we'll let it run for a little longer. Check the fluids. Fine. Pump it.
Let's see if it turns on now.
It's gonna run a little rough until the gas goes through it and everything. Hasn't ran in 10 years, like come on now. That's awesome. Let's see if it moves.
Ooh. There we go. You look good in one of those.
Ah, this thing is too big. Here, get a video so I can send it to him.
Alright.
It's running out of gas since I only put a little bit, so I'm about to park it back, turn it off, and we'll get some more gas.
But it's running! Yay.
Let's go get some gas. It is hot today. It's like 80 something. Man. Man, it was 15 bucks for 3.5 gallons of gas. It's freaking ridiculous. But yeah, now we're just gonna, you know, put some more gas in it. Even though it's running, I mean, it doesn't mean that it should be driven, just because it still needs a lot of work. It hasn't been driven in 10 years. But like I said, he's gonna be exporting the car. So for us, we just need, you know, enough gas that we can move it around if he needs to.
Fill her up.
So you can tell how rusty the gas tank was. Just look at the gas cap. It's all rusty. Got all this corrosion. Not even like, some of it doesn't even look like rust. It looks like white. Which, I mean, it might still be. I'm not a chemist. It might be part of rust. Luckily, we've got a fuel filter. So anything that's in the tank that's getting pumped through, both of the pumps are used anyways. We've gotten new ones if we need to, but there's no point of putting new pumps if the tank is rusty like that. And we do need to replace all the fuel lines, plugs, plug wires. It needs a lot of maintenance. But like I said before, the car's getting exported where it'll be fully restored. But if you were to do some project like this on your own, I would definitely not really drive it around or do anything crazy with it until you've got all the maintenance up to spec. Bam. There we go. Now we've got a 1/4 tank of gas. It still sounds like there's some vacuum leaks, and I can hear the fuel pump trying really hard. So I'm guessing that the actual fuel sender is probably already clogged up. Yeah, because you can hear it really loud, right? You hear it? Mm-hmm. Whining? Let me move it back and forth a little bit.
What? Where is he going? Where is he going? Oh my goodness. What are you doing?
What?
You risking it, boy? Well, it hasn't turned off, so.
Alright, so it's running pretty good. I mean, it's still misfiring because of all the rust in the tank and all that. But there's no other leaks, no coolant leaking out. The coolant level stayed fine. The coolant still looks pretty green. Besides that, even the engine's not shaking too bad. It misfires a little bit, but not anything crazy. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna unhook the battery for right now. He is probably gonna end up taking this car probably tomorrow or the day after, and that way he can put his other car back together and use this as a template, since he actually did fully restore his other black one. Hopefully we'll get to see it once it's fully restored, and if I do, I'll be sure to post about it. But I think that pretty much concludes this video of getting it running for the first time in 10 years. Now if only we could do that same thing to the Datsun that's in there. Hey, you never know, one day, right? Alright guys, make sure you guys subscribe, be a part of the Shop Life family, and make sure you go check out all of our social media, main channels and all that. And thanks for watching.
No beamer when I pull in the sun. Change on me just like Polo the Don. Don't be fronting, girl, you know I'm the one. Number 2 is not an option and they know they can't stop me. Take off, I can't take no breaks off. I've been working